Hello, YouTube. I am a public speaker and I'm also a motivational speaker. And I have a bachelor's degree and a master's degree, consistently. And also, I, it was concurrently, I study for psychology on the PhD degree of, uh, first bachelor, then master's, and then, I guess the PhD was after that. But psychology and physics, and also the mental, neurological ways of the brain, psychology type shit. So this title of this video is called, and it's actually what I'm gonna talk about: instructions how to live a happy life. Everybody wants to live a happy life, and they want to live the best type of life they can live. That's not just me. That's not just a man. That's not just boys. That's not just trillionaires like Elon Musk. That's not the poorest guy in Africa whose parents don't even make $1 a day. That's everybody. That's a little girl, little white, pale, ginger little girl. She's got dreams, aspirations. She wants to live her best possible life, and she wants to help her family, of course. There's also inmates who are serving 50 years in prison for triple murder. Even being locked up for life, he still wants to live his best life in that prison cell, in that pot, whatever he's, incarcerated at. Even dogs, but they don't reason like us humans. But this is more about human beings. Everybody, they want to be, but the the priority is to live the happiest life. But now there's difference between living the happiest life that you can possibly can, and it's not the same thing. And also living the best life you can possibly live, the fullest. It's not the same thing, because you can be living such a happy life and you can be dead broke. You could only have $10 in your banking account and you can be super happy, happier than a trillionaire, happier than a billionaire, happier than Bill Gates, happier than Mark Zuckerberg. And they have $50 billion. All people all over the world, in Spain, Switzerland. They say the Swedes, Switzerland, are the happiest people in the world, and a lot of them are poor. And and also they don't care about living the best possible life. They just want to be happy. They don't care about money. All they care about is helping people out, and it's good deeds what they're doing. They like to eat with family. They do the most amazing things. People that in America don't do. They're very social. They like to share. They like to spend time. How many times in the America you see a white girl in her room 24 hours a day, just listening to metal rock and saying, "I hate my parents"? No, over there in other places, and that punk white girl, she's very negative, and her life is her smartphone, her iPhone, her tablet. That's all she cares about: possessions, having the latest iPhone, the latest MacBook. Well, no, that girl in Switzerland, she's happy. She's happy talking to her dad, her mom. They love each other. They help each other do house chores, and like I said, and of course the rich white girls living according to people, according to statistics, or according to, I guess, just humanity, or government people, or people with you know, that are in that are the ones that you know, the ones that are in broadcasting and television. They're the ones that tell you that that white girl that listens to punk rock, Limp Bizkit, Corn, she's living her life to the fullest because her parents give her money. She's got everything she needs. She's living to the fullest. She's got a good job. She goes to school. She's getting A's. But she's not happy. She's got a boyfriend that she hates, and she's cheating on her boyfriend. She's got a nigga that she's probably got a nigga boyfriend that pounds her pussy inside out, and but she doesn't want to be with him because he's black, and her parents would not honor that relationship. So she she just uses him as a toy. That shit's like, well, she's a freak. She's a slut, in according to my eyes, because I don't believe women should ever cheat. But people would say she's living her fullest life, but she's, you know, like I said, it's actually. And then people say, can you actually live? Yes, it's possible to live, you know, complete the best life you can possibly live, the fullest, to the fullest potential, and be happy. But you need to be careful because you need to make sure that whatever you do will living the best type of life according to everybody's making, having a career that pays you a lot of money, being successful, famous, and